Hi, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Leanne. I'm one of the undergraduate TAs for this class. First, I want to apologize. I seem to have lost my voice a little bit, so I'm sorry about that. But hopefully we can get through this video without a problem. Today, I'm going to be going over the different bony landmarks of the femur. So the first part of this video, I'm going to be labeling a couple of them, of the landmarks, and I'll be numbering them. So if you want to take out a piece of paper, you can follow along with the video and quiz yourself as practice. If you don't feel comfortable enough to quiz yourself and you're struggling with a couple of the landmarks, you can jump to the second half of this video where I will be going over all of the landmarks on the entire posterior and anterior side of the femur. So this is just to be used as a review resource and just to practice and see how you're doing with the material. So here, my first question here, I'm going to write it out right here, is whether this is a left or right femur. Okay, so this here is the posterior side. So this will be number 1. Sorry about that. Number 2. This entire structure. Number 3. Then a little divot up in here will be number 4. This line right here, I'm gonna try to squeeze it in. It's getting a little crowded. It's gonna be number 5. We have a line right here. It's gonna be kind of a rougher surface, if that helps. It's going to be number 6. And then because it's getting a little crowded, what I'm actually gonna do is, after I go over these, I will go back and quiz you on the other ones because I don't think we have the room. Okay, then this will be number 7. Number 8. Number 9. We'll just do one of these. Let me make that a little more clear. This is going to be number 10. Then this will be number 11. And the little bump on top of number 11 will be number 12. And last one, this right here, that circle, will be number 13. Oh, I don't know what happened to that. Number 13. Okay. So if I went a little quickly for you, I'm only going quick because I don't want this video to be too long. If I did go a little quick, you can always pause the video, write these all out on a piece of paper, quiz yourself. And now I will be going over the answers to these questions. So I realize now that I might have made 2 number 1s, so sorry for the confusion. But This is a left femur. Okay. So the second number one, the landmark number one, we have the Greater Trochanter. And I'm not sure I'm going to write out all of them because I might run out of room. So I might do some abbreviations, but we'll see. Okay, number 2 is the Lesser Trochanter. Number 3 is the head or the femoral head, because you should always be specific. Number 4, that's going to be your fovea capitis. And watch out for spelling on that one. Okay, number 5, we have the Gluteal Tuberosity. Oh, I'm already messing up. Ignore me. That's not right. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one here. Number 5 is the intertrochanteric crest. Number 6 is the gluteal tuberosity. Sorry for the confusion there. Okay, number 7, we have your linea aspera. Number 8, we have your medial supracondylar line. 9 is your lateral supracondylar line. And again, for spelling, you can always refer back to your full bone sheet. I just don't think I have the room to write out all these words. Okay, number 10, we have our medial condyle. On the medial side of that medial condyle, we have the medial epicondyle. 12, on top of your medial epicondyle sits your adductor tubercle. And then that spot right in the middle of the two condyles is going to be your intercondylar fossa. Now we all remember what a fossa is, so that should help a little bit. And then it's right in between the medial and lateral condyles. So by deduction, you should be able to figure that one out. Okay, so that is all of them. Again, I'm sorry, I'm not writing them all out. So for spelling reasons, you can always refer back to the bone list. Before I move on to the anterior side, I do want to go back and go over those 2 that we missed. So I'm going to erase all of this. Okay. So right here, this rough surface, we want to try that again. We're going to label this as number 1. Then coming out right below the lesser trochanter, we have another line here. That's going to be number 2. And then kind of swirling around from the other side. Swirling, I don't know if it's the right word I want to use, but you guys know what I mean. Coming around from the anterior side, we'll label that as number 3. Okay. So give yourselves a second and try to figure out what numbers 1, 2, and 3 are. Okay, so number 1, again, we have the gluteal tuberosity. Number 2, we have the pectineal line. And number 3, we have the spiral line. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is go over some of the landmarks on the anterior side from the anterior view. So if that helps, I might just label this anterior. And as you guys know, a lot of the landmarks can be seen from the posterior side. So I'm not going to go over all of them again, but I will go over the few that you can only see from the anterior side. Okay, we'll go over a couple again, just so you can orient yourself. So we know that this is a left femur again. This will be number 1. This will be number 2. I actually didn't label it on the other one. I meant to, but this area right here will be number 3. This whole area right here, number 4. This is number 5. And by this, I mean this. And on the side of number 5, we have number 6. And last one, right here, kind of overlaps with number 5. But this will be number 7. Okay, so if you want to write those out on a piece of paper, quiz yourself. I'm going to start going over them now. So if you didn't finish, feel free to pause the video. Okay, so number 1, we have the Greater Trochanter. Number 2, we have the let's see if I can fit this, canteric line. I'm going to underline line because remember, on the posterior side, we can see the intertrochanteric crest. On the anterior side, we see the intertrochanteric line. Okay, oh, there it is. Number 3 is the neck, or femoral neck for specificity. Number 4 is the femoral shaft. 5, we have the lateral condyle. 6, we have the lateral epicondyle. And remember, the adductor tubercle is only on the medial epicondyle. There's no tubercle on top of the lateral epicondyle. This is an L. That's confusing. All right, and last one, number 7, we have the patellar surface. Sorry, my handwriting is a little sloppy. But that is all of the landmarks of the femur. So again, I hope you guys can use this video as a tool to study for the practical coming up in the practice practical. There will be other videos on other bones uploaded onto Sakai. And again, if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to ask me or any of the other TAs to help you out with your studying or any specific questions you have or anything like that. And I wish you guys the best of luck.